So I'm sitting here in front of the planned installation for Body Waves Never the Same River, which kicks off tonight. It's a theme that lasts for 6 weeks from today, March 7th until April 11th. And you're welcome to come for any single class or to sign on for the whole ride as we develop this theme over the course of 6 classes. And I wanted to say just a little bit about it, about what this theme of, or this metaphor of river means to me. And you're welcome to take these words as metaphorical or as imagination or however it strikes you. For me, a river has so many layers of meaning. The first one I think of is the river of this life, right? That it's almost like a narrative that starts in the mountains and comes down and gathers different streams into it. It has a middle and it has all these experiences as it moves along with eddies and rapids and makes its way back to the vast open ocean and just empties out, right? So in this way, it's a bit like the path of our life, or perhaps even this river of our life, and as different streams of who we've been enter into this river and join together in the collective. Perhaps even it's different lifetimes or different, or all different people joining in these different streams and moving as one river. I also just love the idea that although there is some kind of a narrative that could be seen as temporal with a beginning and a middle and an end, it's also true that this river is ever renewed, right? That it's both eternal and ephemeral. It's moving and never in one small section is it the same, right? Just like a wave in the ocean. And for me, that brings great hope, right? That we can always start again, right? Like the way spring keeps coming, despite all of the challenges that we face, even with climate emergencies, with the shift toward autocracy in the US at the federal level, with all of the challenges that we face, somehow spring still keeps coming. We can still start again, right? We are no longer what we were yesterday. We are our actions and our choices today, in this moment, right? And so as we step into this river of practice, and we step into this river of our this life, of our material form in this moment, it's with great joy and reverence, or it can be. So these are just some of the layers that I think of when I think of river. And I love the idea that so many traditions have a spiritual connection to rivers, and that it is associated with rituals of rebirth, of cleansing, being able to become new. And for me, this is very meaningful. And the last thing I want to say right now is really in terms of thinking about the collective field. There have been some shifts in thinking for some, that maybe consciousness is not produced by the brain, is not something that we make or produce, but is perhaps self-existing and underlies everything. Perhaps it's even the vast container of stillness, right? And so as we step into this river, perhaps we bring this individual self, our individual stream, into the collective field, where there is no separation, there is no beginning, there is no end, and where we are immersed in boundless love. And so that's just a bit that I've been thinking about in terms of this theme. And I hope you can come through and embody it in your own way, in your own practice.